Hello and welcome to a brand new aircraft here on the table, and that is the UMX Cirrus SR22T from E-flite. Yep, that's a brand new UMX model here, and it is of the popular Cirrus aircraft, which is really becoming one of the more popular aircraft in full-scale general aviation, as well as for training and pilot instruction. It is a beautiful aircraft. Of course, E-flite has the 1.5 meter version. The original was blue, the new one is red, and some of you may remember there was a red UMX Cirrus in the past, and it is back better than it was before with this beautiful brand new blue and silver paint scheme. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this aircraft out of the box here. And as you can see, this for an ultra micro, this is a good size box here for this aircraft. So let's go ahead and get this thing out, shall we? And let's take a look at it. Wow! All right, the aircraft is out of the box here. This is the first time seeing this. I've only seen just the pictures of it on the website. I got my pre-order in as soon as the aircraft was announced. I missed out on the original one. I always wanted this aircraft, and I did not get it. It had a very short production run, and I missed out on it. But unfortunately for me, it sounded like I kind of lucked out. The first one didn't really have a great reputation. It had a very noisy motor. It had some issues with the nose gear, and it didn't last very long in the market. Well, the aircraft is back, and what I love about it is they fixed all those complaints. This has a brand new new motor. It is 2S, 3S capable now. The previous one was only 2S. So it's 2S, 3S capable. They've redone the nose gear on here so that it is significantly better than it ever was before. And it looks as if, which is kind of cool, not scale correct at all, but it looks like the landing gear actually clip in here. So you could actually remove the landing gear entirely and almost make a retractable landing gear version of the Cirrus and just belly land it in the grass. However, for me, being a big scale guy, I'm going to have to operate this from a paved or a fabric runway. Thankfully, I have a fabric runway at the field. I don't anticipate ever landing this in the grass at all. But wow, the detail on this aircraft is really beautiful. I mean, for an ultra micro aircraft, this thing has got a fair amount of presence to it in size. I mean, look at this. This is a significant airplane. I am really impressed. I mean, I am almost speechless a little bit on how much this aircraft is impressing me for an ultra micro. The finish of the foam, the finish of the paint quality, it's absolutely just beautiful. It's got a detailed cockpit with a pilot on board and everything. I mean, this thing is really well done. I am very, very impressed with this aircraft. The Cirrus has always been a very beautiful aircraft to begin with. The shape of the fuselage, those real long, high aspect ratio wings look just gorgeous. It is a beautiful general aviation model, and the team at E-flite has done a remarkable job capturing that aircraft in this small scale. And something I like even better about this one than my 1.5 meter is that it's fully painted. The 1.5 meter is white and red, but the white's bare foam. And the bare foam never quite looks as good as paint. So this one here, it's blue and silver with that very nice decal. The black with the white running down the fuselage. The all silver wings and horizontal stab looks fantastic. Really well done on the aircraft. No bare foam on this at all. Nice scale. 3-bladed prop up on the nose there. Yeah, these guys have done an amazing job. This has already, and I have not flown it. I mean, this is the first time I've ever even seen the aircraft. This exceeds all expectations of what I expected from an ultra micro, and I got a lot of ultra micro aircraft. I got just an absolute ton of them. Some of the original 1S models a ton of the 2S models, and now a few of the 2S and 3S models. The latest one I have is the UMX Air Tractor, which I never really thought it would be that much fun. It wasn't really my kind of plane, and I turned out I have an absolute riot flying that airplane around, especially at low light with the navigation lights on, flying it around the field. I have a wonderful time flying that aircraft, and this is going to provide even more fun because it's a more beautiful aircraft. Navigation lights installed on it. This is going to be my go-to evening flyer at the flying field. When the sun goes down and I'm not going to be flying the large-scale stuff, but yet it's not dark enough for me to get out the night radian, this is exactly the type of aircraft that I am looking forward to flying. So as I mentioned, I have a lot of the 2S aircraft, the UMX aircraft, which also means I have a lot of those 2S 280 pack batteries. If you're going to fly on those like I am, you're going to need to get yourself one of these Spektrum adapters here. This is the JST battery to JST-PH 2.0 3P device. That's a lot to say, but basically what you end up with is a adapter that's going to go from the JST plug that's in the aircraft to the plug that is on the 2S 280 batteries. You could just buy one of these and use them on all your aircraft. They're affordable enough that I actually buy one for all of my aircraft, so each one has a dedicated one. That way, if I get to the flying field, and if I forgot my adapter, I don't have to worry because it's already plugged into the aircraft, and I have it with me, and I can make sure I can fly. So, yeah, that's I don't actually have any of the 3S packs, so I don't really know what this aircraft will do on 3S. But I have to say that of all my 2S and 3S aircraft, I fly them all on 2S, and never once have I ever said, gosh, I wish it had more power. That's just me, but I also fly a lot of my 3S, 4S planes on 3S, and even then I never get away and say, man, I really wish it had more power. I'm perfectly happy with the smaller cell count batteries. They provide absolutely the flying performance that I am looking to have out of these type of aircraft, and I don't see the Cirrus being any different. I'm not looking for EDF style performance out of these aircraft at all. So, yeah, first impressions of the aircraft. You saw and heard it with me here. I'm completely blown away by this. And this is the brand new paint scheme too. So if you went to the Cirrus website today and actually built yourself an SR22. This is one of the schemes that you can pick. So it's authentic. It is scale correct. I believe the tail numbers are actually some of the Cirrus numbers. I could be wrong on that, but I know like on the 1.5 meter, they are actually the ones that the Cirrus Aircraft Company has assigned to them. It's got the official logo here for Cirrus. It has the door handle decals on here. It's got a fuel filler on here as well, and the anti-slip on the wings. I mean, this is just, the only thing it's missing is a whole bunch of the scale antennas sticking off this thing like the 1.5 meter has. But wow, they have done an amazing job with this aircraft. It really, like I said, it exceeds my expectations of what I was expecting from this airplane. So yeah, I am glad I have the opportunity to own this one. Like I said, I missed it on the first go around. I now have it in my hangar, and it is not disappointing me at all, at least from an appearance perspective. I expect the flying to be very nice as well. The Cirrus is a great flying airplane. My 1.5 meter that I have, in my opinion, as much as I love my Cherokees, and I still think, you know, emotionally I'm tied to the Cherokee and that airframe, I think the Cirrus actually is a better flying airplane. It's easier for me to land the Cirrus than it is the Cherokee. And I think these high aspect ratio, these real long, slender wings that the Cirrus has, it doesn't get stuck in ground effect nearly as much as the Cherokee does, and that allows for a really nice, consistent, smooth landing. So if you're looking for an aircraft that you want to practice your scale landings on and really get that nailed down every single time, the 1.5 meter Cirrus is definitely a go-to for that. And I think in the smaller scale, this will do exactly the same thing. It should be a very easy landing aircraft in terms of giving you that nice scale landing appearance, which is very difficult to get. And that's something I definitely strive to have, and I think this is going to be able to do this in a small scale. And it's really almost park flyer size. I mean, if I go back and I look at my my park zone Archers that I've converted into Arrows by taking the landing gear off, they're not much bigger than this, and they're 2S powered, and I have an absolute joy flying those aircraft. And so I fully expect that a lot of that joy will be translated into this aircraft as well. So yeah, the Cirrus is back. It's better than it was before. It's got updated electronics. It's got a updated nose gear. It is not the same aircraft that had existed in the past. 2S and 3S capable. And remember, if you do need to fly 2S, you're going to need this guy here. Part number is SPMXCA327. I'll put it in the description of the video so you guys can get that very quickly as well. And if I were you, I would most certainly order one of these Cirrus and one of these adapters with the 280 packs, 2S packs, or go up to 3S and give it a shot. I don't think you would be disappointed with the aircraft at all. If you guys got any questions at all on the Cirrus, by all means, leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions at all. And yeah, at this point, I'm going to be waiting for springtime to get here and go out and fly the aircraft. Oh, just something to note here, just as I'm looking a little bit more in detail on the aircraft. It appears that they've just like some of the other UMX aircraft, they've gone to ball links on the linear servos rather than this U-shaped wire. So that's great, because the U-shaped wire can be sometimes a little difficult to get that fine tuning you want for trimming. So they've replaced those with threaded ball links. So very nice upgrade to this aircraft as well. So it's got AS3X, it's got safe, it's got all the features and benefits you would expect from an E-flite model, and this thing is absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'll report back in the spring or early summer on how well it flies. It's January here in Michigan, so I got a few months before it will be ready, but I have plenty of time to admire the way this aircraft looks. And I tell you what, this thing is so beautiful. It is worthy of like just having it to put on the shelf or hang on your wall in your office, because this thing is absolutely beautiful. So job well done to everyone at E-flite who brought this aircraft to life. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you very much. And if you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments below.